right, Steph, thank you so much. Our top story. As the fight against COVID-19 continues, Premier Doug Ford is issuing a warning, saying the second wave is far from over.
We're going to see some real turbulent waters over the next couple months. We're doing everything in our power. The healthcare workers, the hospitals, the public health units are all doing everything they can to make sure we vaccinate as many people as possible. Mass vaccination won't happen till April, May, and June.
And that is a video that the Premier posted to social media channels. And this comes after multiple warnings from the Premier that new COVID-19 modeling data, which is scheduled to be released tomorrow, will be shocking. Ford says the healthcare system is on the brink of being overwhelmed. The province is also considering new lockdown measures, with all options said to be on the table, including a possible curfew. And as the province tries to gain control of the spread of this virus, vaccines cannot arrive soon enough. 80,000 Pfizer vaccines are expected to arrive in the province this week, with 56,000 more Moderna doses scheduled to arrive today. Ontario's top doctor will be at Queen's Park this morning to provide an update at 10 o'clock, and you can watch that one live, stream it on our website, citynews.ca. And coming up here, Queen's Park reporter Richard Southern will be joining us with an update on what we can expect from the province this week as Ford prepares to release that new modeling data, and ongoing talks about these restrictions continue. Again, that's coming up at 6:30. Let's get south of the border now. Democrats in the U.S. urging Vice President Mike Pence to start the process of removing Donald Trump from the presidency, or they will start the impeachment process.
The president has engaged in abuse of power, undermining our national security and jeopardizing the integrity of our elections.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi firing a shot at Trump. She was reacting to last week's storming of the Capitol, egged on by the president, which has now resulted in the deaths of 6 people. Democrats say if the vice president does not start the process of pulling the powers from Trump, they will again impeach the president. Unlike last time, the bid to impeach is likely to pass since the Democrats now have control of the House. President-elect Joe Biden is set to take control of the White House in just 9 days.
Pull them this way! Pull them forward!
And as mentioned, a 6th Capitol death has been recorded in connection to this rioting. A Capitol police officer, 51-year-old Officer Howard Liebengood, died on the weekend. Another Capitol officer died last Thursday as a result of his injuries. One protester was shot and killed during the riot. 3 others died of medical conditions that same day. Officials have now opened 25 domestic terrorism investigations into this incident. And as mentioned, with Joe Biden's inauguration day coming in just 9 days, security around the D.C. area is being stepped up in light of what happened last week. D.C.'s mayor has asked for further security measures, and it seems her requests are being met. Fencing has now been put up around the Capitol's perimeter, and the number of National Guard troops in the area has been increased to 13,000. That is up significantly from the 7,000 originally planned for. It's not just in the nation's capital where we're seeing security being beefed up. All 50 states are being told to expect possible violence when Biden is sworn in after several threats surfaced on social media. Meanwhile, the Professional Golf Association will not be making a stop at Donald Trump's course in New Jersey next year. The PGA was set to hold its 2022 PGA Championship at Bedminster next year, and that is one of the major tourneys on that calendar. It comes in the wake of last week's riots. This is not the first time the PGA has stripped an event from a Trump-owned course. The Grand Slam of Golf at Trump National Los Angeles Golf Club, that was canceled after he made a comment about Mexican immigrants. Overseas now, the black boxes have been located from the deadly jet crash in Indonesia, plunging into the sea after taking off from Jakarta's main airport on Saturday. All 62 people on board killed in the crash, and the recovery effort is ongoing. The Boeing jet was on a 740-kilometer domestic flight from Jakarta to Borneo Island in Indonesia, but it disappeared from radars 4 minutes after taking off. It is hoped that the black boxes will help investigators determine the cause of the crash. All right, still to come here on BT as COVID vaccine rollouts continue. There's a lot of misinformation out there about the shot. So at 7:40, we are doing a bit of myth busting, finding out what's true, what's false when it comes to COVID vaccines. Dr. Isaac Bogosh will be joining us live. And here's a look at some of our other news lineups. And coming up next in business, Twitter taking a bit of a tumble after banning the president from its platform. 680 senior business news editor Mike Eppel, he is up next.